So hey everyone, I am back with the second problem. Um, I posted the last problem a few days back and I got a good reach in that via LinkedIn, and also a few people viewed it on YouTube too, as I have provided the link of that YouTube on LinkedIn so that people can see my analyzation. So today's problem is delete the middle element from a stack. This is a question where we have to use stack data structure. So let's see how we can solve this. First of all, let's know something about stack. A stack is a data structure where elements are stored in a last in first out manner. We call it LIFO. So um, normally whenever we put any item one above other, like we kept a stack of book, so how it is kept, like this is the first, then the second, then the third, then the fourth. In this manner the books are stacked one above the other. So if we want to if we want to uh, take out some book from this pile of stack, suppose this book, we want to take out this book, can we just directly take this book out from the stack? We cannot do that because there are two books above it. If we try to do it, then the other two books might fall. So what we have to do is we have to take this one out first, then this, and thereafter we can take this book. So that's why the concept of LIFO came over here. Last in, first out. So the topmost book, we must have placed the topmost book of the stack at the very last, so we can take it out first. And the first book in the stack, it must be placed at the very beginning, so it could be taken out at the last. So this is the concept of stack. So we are going to use it in this question, and this question is basically based on stack 2. So the question here, it is asked to delete the middle element from a stack. This is the question which is asked. This is the question which is asked, and this is a question which is asked. So what is my approach? So there are two approaches to this question. I The approach that I have used, people say it to be a bit clumsy, but it is, I think it to be the easier counterpart. So what I have done is that, wait a second, yes, uh, suppose in the question the total number of elements in the stack is given, which is n. So the middle element must be n by 2. Middle element must be n by 2. So what I have done is I have stored all the elements up to n by 2 in a different stack, in another stack. So suppose there are 4 digits, 1 2 3 4. So the n is 4 over here, and n by 2 is 2. So this element must be deleted. So I have stored this 1 in another stack, and when I reached this element, I popped it from the stack.pop, and after popping it, I have again restored the element which is stored in another stack to the actual stack. So first I have removed this element from the original stack, this element, then I have stored it in another stack, then whenever I reach the middle element I popped it, and after popping it I restored the element stored in another stack to the actual stack. So this is what I have done. So let's see the code over here. So here I have taken the new stack, I have created another stack, and this was the given stack, input stack. So here I have to take one count variable so that I can match it with the middle element. No, actually while using toStack I don't need a count variable. So let's go. This portion I will tell you a bit later. This is a bug fix. I'll talk about it a bit later. So first what I have done, first I have stored all those elements which are before the middle element to another stack. So I have started it from I is equal to 0 and less than n by 2 I plus plus. I have taken a variable q and stored all the popped element in q. Not all, one by one I have stored, just like for the first element that I pop I stored it in q, then I push it in the different stack, then again the loop repeats, again the second element pops and again store it in q, then push it to stk. In this way I have reached just before the element just before the n by 2th element. So when it is done, this loop ends, and what I do is I pop that element from the actual stack, from the input stack I pop it, and thereafter what I do is I again make another loop and take out the element from the stack that I have made and store it in the actual stack. In that way what happens is that if suppose we have to remove the middle element 2, so after removing the middle element from 2 I restore all the elements from the stack I have created to the actual stack, and then the output becomes, if this is the input, the output becomes 1 3 4. Now why I have done this part? If n percentage 2 equal to 0, then n equal to n by 1, n equal to n minus 1. So what is happening that whenever we are getting any kind of even number as the total count of the stack, so at that particular time uh, we have to reduce 1. This is because whenever, suppose if we are getting any odd number, if we are getting, suppose there are 9 elements in the stack, so if we divide it by 2, then we get approximately 4.5, not approximately, that is what we get, because 2 4s are 8, 8 9 1 0 for the point, and 2 5s are 10, 4.5 we get. Now normally in questions like this, if 4.5 comes, then we take 4 to be the middle element, but in this question if 4.5 comes, we have to take 5 as the middle element, right? So there is a problem. So what we do here is that, I mean, whenever we are doing n by 2, it is taking 5 as the middle element, because 4.5 4 must be the middle element, but it is somehow taking 5 as the middle element. So for that reason we have to do that, whenever it is even we have to do n minus 1 stuff, because if there is 10 elements, then n minus 1 you do and you get 9 again 4.5, then that's 5. That is what the case is. Now let's run the code. Yes, all the test case passes. I'm trying to submit it. Yes, it is done with all the test cases, although yeah, runtime is not that good, but this is the way that I am using to solve it. It can also be solved with the help of recursion. This bug, I got this bug while debugging this code, so I tried some hit and trial methods and got this. And the analogy that I told you, that is my assessment that what must have happened. So I did this. If n percentage 2 is equal to 0, then do the n is equal to n minus 1 thing, then that's good, then there is no problem. So yeah, thank you. I hope I will post very soon. Let's see.